Hello and welcome to the Quad Life. Well, I'm on the bike again, and I've done a couple videos in the last few months while I've been on the bike. However, I haven't done any about the bike for quite a while. So I thought it would be a good time to kind of do an update on it and just talk about my experience. So I started using this FES bike in July of 2015. So FES stands for Functional Electrical Stimulation. And the way it works is that I have electrodes on my legs and on my glutes that then are connected to the machine here or to the tablet, and they are given a jolt or a bit of electrical stimulation, and that makes the muscles work so that they at least should do the biking motion. So the way it works here is that we'll show this tablet here, and I just upgraded my tablet so it may look a little bit different than previous videos, but on the left side of the tablet there is a resistance and power meter. Then on the right is how fast my legs are going. So when it starts out, it goes at about 25 rotations per minute, and then it moves up to 30. So for about the first 2 minutes, it's kind of a warm-up period, and then after that, the stimulation starts to go to my legs. So you can see on the right side there is a stimulation section, and it has a yellow bar that just gradually goes up with the percentage, and it eventually gets up to 100%. And the way my legs have been doing, when I get up to about 4 minutes or so, then they start giving their own power or start doing the biking on their own. So again, if you look at the top left, there is a power meter that will show how much strength I am pushing, and that goes up to anywhere from 1.5 and usually around 2. So while that's on, then my legs are doing their own work. So my legs have gone anywhere from just like 15 seconds all the way up to 14 minutes or more actually on their own. And I have not figured out why in the world the difference of time. Say the electrodes go pretty well in the same place, and I haven't figured out a time of day. It's usually about the same time that I do it, or I don't really change any of my meds, so I'm not sure what the difference is of why one day they'll go for a long time and the next they'll hardly give anything. But I don't know. As of today, say it has been 9 years now since I've been doing the bike, and just a couple weeks ago I got a report that I have done more than 2,345 miles, or 2,345 miles. So when I started out doing the system, say in July of 2015, my right leg especially, it was really just skin and bones, that it was very, very skinny and had bad circulation, and my left leg was a little bit better, but still skinnier. And now, if you look at my legs, they definitely have meat on them, that they have really gained in size. And the circulation in both of them has really improved. Also, when I started using the bike, I had, I believe, 3 pressure sores that I was dealing with, and because of those, my doctor wasn't real sure about me doing a bike. They originally thought that I had to be on like a bike seat or something. I said, no, I'm in my own wheelchair. But they weren't sure, but they gave me approval anyway. And now, over 2,000 miles later, my pressure sores are much decreased. I'm down to 1, basically anyway, and it is almost healed, at least from what some people say. So that is very good news, to say the least. And that has been done without surgery. I've had plenty of surgeries for pressure sores in the past. They aren't fun, of being down and flattened for several months at a time, to say the least. So, for the most part, I would definitely say this bike is very helpful. When I started it, I was 30 years post-injury, and my legs had never really done any kind of regular biking since I'd been like 2 or 3 years old. I did a tricycle. Seeing my legs and the little feeling that I get from them of actually doing a biking motion was really cool. See them actually working together. And now, 9 years later, it's still cool to see them doing something that people take for granted as kids. I'm very thankful for the system and that we were able to get it. But, and for the most part, everything works very well. If I ever talk to an engineer to it, about the only place that I would adjust are the supports for these foot pedals. So when I started using the bike, I was at a rehab center up in Des Moines, and I used the regular adult pedals. And I have small feet. I'm not a big guy, and so therefore my feet aren't that large either. And the adult pedals were much larger than I needed, but they had leg supports that were on the inside of your leg, so on the side, but on the inside. And when I got my own bike here in, I think it was 2017, I switched to what they call pediatric pedals, or the small ones, and they fit my feet much better. All I need now is just a small little pad on the outside to keep my foot a little bit straighter. And yes, I've biked all these miles barefoot. I like seeing how my feet move around and that they get their own workout while I'm biking. And so this is likely the closest thing I'll ever get to walking, and there are a lot of benefits of walking barefoot. So that's why I always do it barefoot, and that they can get their own workout and not have stacked toes and other problems. But anyway, on these smaller pedals, there are 3 positions that you can do the leg support. And I've tried all 3 of them, and this one about in the middle works the best. But none of the positions go clear over to the inside of the leg. Or, yeah, to the inside of the leg like the other pedals did. So, the problem I have with these is if I don't park just exactly right, then they like to rub against my chair's seat cushion. So that's not a good thing. But other than that, they work well. I found that I put my electrodes on my legs and we do a strap over them. That makes them stay longer, and I don't have to replace them quite as much. But I think that's pretty well all. I plan to keep using it as long as I can, and I have caregivers that'll get me on it. But longer video today, but thank you for watching, and see you next time on the Quad Life. Bye for now.